Pippin. Are you mad? I just want to look at it.
I see you.
Pippin! Help! Gandalf!
Fool of a took!
Gandalf.
What did you see?
There was a white tree in a courtyard of stone. It was dead.
Sauron moves to strike the city of Minas Tirith.
They must be warned.
They will be. I ride for Minas Tirith. I won't be going alone. Rohan must be ready for war.
And Rohan will answer. Muster the Rohirrim! Assemble the army at Dunharrow. As many men as can be found. We ride for Gondor. And war.
Run, Shadowfax. Show us the meaning of haste.
Mary!
6,000 spears. Less than half of what I'd hoped for.
6,000 will not be enough to break the lines of Mordor.
I take my leave.
My Lord Elrond.
You're outnumbered, Aragorn. You need more men.
There are none.
There are those who dwell in the mountain.
They answer to no one.
They will answer to the King of Gondor.
Andúril, the flame of the west, forged from the shards of Narsil. The man who can wield the power of this sword can summon to him an army more deadly than any that walks this earth. Put aside the ranger. Become who you are born to be.
What kind of army would linger in such a place?
One that is cursed. Long ago, the men of the mountain swore an oath to the last king of Gondor to come to his aid, to fight. But when the time came, when Gondor's need was dire, they fled, vanishing into the darkness of the mountain. And so Isildur cursed them, never to rest, until they had fulfilled their pledge. The way is shut. It was made by those who are dead.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our LEGO Lord of the Rings Let's Play. Today we continue our journey on Path of the Dead. Alright, so we're going to start things off by checking back here, because sometimes there'll always be some hidden little trinkets back here.
What is it? What do you see?
I see shapes of men and of horses.
Where?
Pale banners like shreds of cloud. Spears rise like winter thickets through a shroud of mist.
Alrighty, so there's actually a pretty big buildup of skeletons over here, so we're gonna take care of all of them real fast. I do like the special attack of this weapon, though. It's actually really awesome. Of course, it's an iconic weapon, and it also hasn't been used in such a long time, so the elves were able to kind of sharpen it back up, bring it back to its former glory, and so we're gonna hopefully be able to to give it some combat today, kind of show it off to our enemy foes. Alright, so let's continue to move up here. Looks like we got a piece of a chest in there, and I'm guessing we'll be building this piece. Add that to our collection, of course, starting things off pretty strong.
The dead are following. They have been summoned.
The dead? Summoned? I knew that.
Gotta be a little bit careful of these pockets. They look a little suspicious. I don't know if I want to step in those. I fear that they may drag us down to the abyss, so we may hold off on getting very close to those. However, our weapon is actually able to destroy these, so we will definitely be taking care of those. Like we got some skeletons over here. Let's wake them up. Got one, and there's the other one. Check over on this other side here real quick, and it looks like we'll probably have something that we need to build here before very long. Like we'll have to be kind of careful of those. It does look like they are a spawn point for the dead. However, let's start working on getting the skeleton taken care of, and we'll actually go work our way over on this left-hand side, slowly work our way around the room, so that way we can collect as many studs as humanly possible. Ah, that special attack is just so awesome. Look at all these skulls, guys. Unfortunately, there was just so many people that did not make it. They came in here thinking that they were going to be able to capture the army, but unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. Alright, so we got some stuff for Legolas and Gimli to kind of work on, but we are going to quickly run all the way down here real fast and see if we can work on some of this stuff in the meantime. And then we'll do a double back and we'll go up to that second level, because I do see that as well. Got a nice purple piece there, add that to our collection. Gotta get that skeleton. We don't want him staying there for too long. It's not like he hasn't been here for an incredible amount of time already. Alrighty, Gimli, it's your time to shine, buddy. Oops, we didn't quite get on there. Let's try that again. Alright, so we need to build this piece real quick, and this should give Gimli access to the second story. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave one of our companions behind for just a moment, but we'll make sure to go get him here in a little bit. I'm going to grab these shards here real fast. Now we should be able to push this down here, and hopefully this will give access for Gimli to get up here as well. Now, it does look like we're going to be building something. Got to get all these pieces to cooperate, but it does look like we're going to be making a skeleton ladder. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Legolas actually got way too excited and actually fell down, so he has to work his way all the way back up here. Alright, so let's head all the way down here, and it does look like we do have some more objects that we can destroy for some more studs, so we'll definitely spend some time getting those. Our bar is actually not looking too bad for as quick as this mission started. I'd say we're about 35% or so done, so we're looking pretty good so far. Unless anything crazy happens, I think we'll probably be okay. And that skeleton took a lot of hits, didn't he? I'm not really sure what to do with that, so I'm guessing we probably don't have a character that can really do a whole lot with that. Every time I see these scenes, it reminds me so much of the extended version of the movie. If you guys have actually seen it, you'll remember it with the Gimli segment, but there's a lot of little tongue-in-cheek moments, especially there. Alright, so we got Legolas now. Got a couple of targets that we know he's well outfitted for. Alright, so we'll have to leave that skeleton behind because he's kind of trapped in the midst of all of those. Definitely don't want to fall down there. Alright, so we're actually coming up on, it looks like another segment up here, and so we'll clear out some of these skeletons and all that good stuff. Finding all kinds of purple pieces down here. This is a great way to kind of build up our bar. Alright, so I'm going to go run over here real fast. Can't really do a whole lot about that just at the moment, but I can definitely beat up this skeleton, though. Alright, so we got another skeleton right in the middle of the room, and it does look like some more shards over here. We'll be using Gimli here in just a moment. But first I want to clear out all of this good stuff. Alright, so we're going to be switching over to Legolas here, and he will actually get access to this next segment. Looks like we need to use his bow. Alright, so we're going to jump up here, and looks like we'll be moving on to that next segment, but before we do that, I'm going to quickly use our incredibly powerful sword in order to get all these pieces. Man, there are so many skeletons down here. I mean, I know it's partially because of the dead, but you have to believe that those are some adventurers at one time just like ourselves. Alright, so doing that special attack actually seems to break those pretty quickly, which is kind of nice. A little bit deeper of that mist kind of over here. It's going up to like our torso area, so that's kind of concerning. Alright, so we'll have to leave those skeletons alone because I can't really get over there to attack them necessarily. There's kind of a spawn as well as those little hands and everything, so we'll just kind of leave them alone. We don't really need to be messing with them anyway. Alright, so unfortunately we don't have the Master of Fire with us this time around, so we can't do much about that. However, we can use Legolas to walk across this tightrope. And we do need Gimli, so we're going to have to do something to do with picking him up and probably throwing him over to Legolas. Alright, so we'll put Gimli down here real quick, and now we should be able to jump on this without too many problems. Alright, so it's actually going to take us over to this other side here, and it looks like we do have a little bit of a kind kind of lever system that we'll be utilizing here before very long. Kind of sit here and get this gate opened up so we can move on to the next part.
Who enters my domain? One who will have your allegiance. The way is shut. Now you must die.
I don't know. I think we're gonna be okay. We have that super powerful sword. We have our companions. So we're gonna quickly take care of these as fast as possible so that we can get to... It looks like we're gonna be building something here before very long. Switch over to our other companions so that we can get this built pretty fast. Now that we have the high ground, they can't really do anything about it. So, makes it a little bit easier for us. We can kind of jump down here and attack them, and then we can jump back up there. So it looks like we need to kind of attack the main guy at the moment. Kind of dodging some of his attacks, come in for a quick little attack. Alright, so we have some more objects we need to build here, and we got that quickly built. We're going to jump back up on the second story, and it looks like we'll be doing another one of those attack and dodge kind of systems that we were just doing a moment ago. It's pretty small, we got to be careful not to fall off. Alright, we got to dodge these skulls that are coming down. Alright, I'm gonna go kill this guy real quick, even though he's probably already dead anyway, but at least get him away from us, because he was kind of being a little bit of a nuisance. Alright, we got one more to build here real fast, and we just have a couple of guys on the ground, but I think our companions hopefully can kind of work on them a little bit. Trying to catch up to this guy at the moment. Does look like he's kind of going in a pattern, so we should be able to kind of follow him pretty easily. Should be coming over to this one now, and I'm going to slash at him one more time, and should be the last one right here.
None but the King of Gondor may command me.
I am Isildur. Right, and I will release you from this living death!
We fight.